Hello everybody and welcome to this Verbling class. My name is Teacher Amy and today's class is a reading and pronunciation focus with some speaking too. And our topic is actually some of the things that are important in life that make us tick. So firstly, we need to know what it means to say that something makes us tick. And then we're going to find out what those things are. So if you've got a spare hour, if you would like to practice your reading and pronunciation, if you'd like to have a chat with some other people around the world about this topic, then do come along in quickly before all the slots get used up and join us as we discuss this topic this morning or this evening, depending on where you are. So my name's Amy, and as we wait for our students to get here, I'm just going to explain a little bit about two links that can help you with your time here on Verbally. If you're watching this somewhere else on the internet, like YouTube or maybe Google+, you can find us at verbling.com. And for those of you who are already Verbling students, you can check out 2 pages if you want to find out a little bit more information, or if you want to get in touch with any of the teachers or students. So the first one that I've pasted into the chat box is my Verbling Teacher Facebook page, and I'm trying to put up some UK related Christmassy stuff on there at the moment. So if you're interested in finding out what kind of things we do at Christmas in the UK, then you can check out my Facebook page. I've got some funny videos, some interesting articles about some of our less common or less well-known maybe Christmas traditions. So do go ahead, and if you have a spare moment over the next week, then check it out and get into the Christmas spirit. If Christmas isn't your thing, well, that's fine too. I believe there's going to be Verbling classes all through Christmas, so you can still carry on studying, so don't worry. The other page that might be useful to you is my Verbling teacher page. And all of the teachers have one of these. It's where you can find out more information about a particular teacher, and where you can find out their schedule, upcoming classes, as well as private tutoring slots. So if you're interested in attending more classes, which is what we're doing right now with one of those teachers, or perhaps you'd like to have one-on-one sessions to really focus on you, then you can see a teacher's private tutoring schedule from their Verbling teacher page. If you have any more questions about anything, you can always get in touch with us by the Verbling messaging feature, which is kind of like an internal email, and you can also share files and things, so it's very handy. So go ahead, guys, check all of those links out and get in touch with us. So let's say hello, and we'll welcome our lovely students for today's lesson. So who came first? It was Tamer. Hello.
Hi, hello.
Hello, Tamer. Am I saying your name right or wrong?
Yes, correct. Perfect.
Yay! Okay, that's a good start. So, where are you from, Tamer?
I'm from Egypt.
All right, very nice to meet you. And tell me something interesting about yourself that I would not know and maybe the other students don't know.
I'm a software engineer, and I'm traveling soon to UK for a job. Also, I'm a bit geeky, talking about technology things.
You're a bit geeky. Well, it's very nice to have someone who's a bit geeky in my class, Tamer.
Thank you.
All right, it's really nice to meet you. Actually, talking of geeks, I was reading something while I was having my breakfast this morning about Instagram. And are you an Instagram member, Tamer?
Yes, I have an Instagram.
Aha, and do you use it a lot?
Not a lot. I usually watch photos from my friends, but I don't shoot photos myself.
Okay, so you're like you're an Instagram stalker.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear, I've been getting you to admit far too much already today. So I will say we'll talk to you later, Tamer. All right, welcome to the class. Who else do we have? I've given up trying to do this in order because I haven't been paying attention. So we're going to go to Shagufta.
Yeah. Hi,
Hello. How do I say your name?
is Shagufta.
Ah, I said it right. Did you
Yeah,
recognize it? All
yeah,
right, Shagufta. Is that a picture of your cat?
yeah.
What's your cat's name?
We call him Pishu.
Oh, he's so cute. How old is he?
Thank you. He just ended up in our house, so we start taking care of him. So I really don't know his
Ah,
age.
you don't know. Wow, so he just
No,
turned up, or did you adopt him from somewhere?
no, he just turned up and started living in our house, and we started taking care of him.
He's adopted you.
Yeah.
All right, well, he looks lovely, and I'm a big fan of
Thank
having
you.
animals in the house. Where do you live, Shagufta?
I live in Pakistan.
In Pakistan. That's awesome. I think you might be my first student who lives in Pakistan, so welcome.
Thank you.
All right, who else do we have here? We have Raphael. Good evening.
Hello, Amy. It's not that evening, but okay,
Good
it's
afternoon.
afternoon. Yeah,
Okay, good afternoon.
thank you. Good morning.
How are you? Thanks. How's
I'm
everything
fine.
going?
Okay, everything okay. Thanks for asking.
Excellent. I've got to think of a good question for you, haven't I? So what can I ask you? Okay, what is the worst thing for you about Christmas? Did you hear
Hello?
my question, Raphael?
Just the beginning. The worst? What?
The worst thing about Christmas?
Gaining, gaining weight, eating a
Ah,
lot,
gaining
not exercising.
weight. Great,
Yeah,
great answer that.
getting fat,
Yeah,
and a lot of groceries, candies,
chocolate, too much
chocolate, and
food in
everything.
general. Okay, great answer. I'm sure that's probably lots of people's worst thing about Christmas. All right, well, it's great to see you. Welcome to the class. Who else have we got here? We have Mustafa. Hello.
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone from Turkey.
And Mustafa, have I met you before?
No, exactly. This first time we have met. We have class with you.
All right, wonderful. Well, I love meeting new students, so it's great to meet you. And you're from Turkey.
Yes, I'm from Turkey.
Excellent. Well, tell me why you're studying English. Have you got a particular reason?
Yeah, I am an engineer, mechanical engineer. We have job with foreigners from Germany, Denmark, and some kind of European countries. So I need practicing, I need fluency in English, so that I am here.
All right, well, welcome, and I hope we can help you.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
Sometimes I am wrong to organizing sentences, so you can correct for me.
Of course. Yep, that's what we're here for, so no problem.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mustafa, lovely to have you with us today. I've got to go to Israel next. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Nice to meet you, Israel.
Nice to meet you too, teacher.
Where are you from?
I'm from Dominican Republic.
You're from Dominican Republic. My gosh, I think you must be my first student. I've got somebody from Pakistan and I've got you from Dominican Republic. Awesome. What a great class. Okay, so are you a Dominican Republic native inhabitant? Have you
Sorry?
lived there? Have you lived there all your life?
I don't understand the question.
So are you living in Dominican Republic right now?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And all your life, or have you lived in another country? Were you born somewhere else?
No. I was born here in Dominican Republic and it's my country.
Awesome. Okay, tell me something that maybe people would not know about your country.
Well, it's a it's a short island in Latin America, and we have a lot of river and beautiful beaches here,
Mhm.
and there are many tourists here in Punta Cana,
Mhm.
and hotels. Uh, you can you can enjoy a trip if you visit Dominican Republic.
All right. Thank you. I'm definitely putting it on my list of places to go. And absolutely lovely to meet you, Israel.
Good.
All right, welcome. Who else do we have? Elena, how are you?
Fine, very well.
Excellent. Tell me something of interest that's happened to you recently.
It's a bit difficult because I
Nothing.
can't think of anything. But well, on Friday, next Friday, we are having holidays here in Spain. I'm a teacher, so I have 3 weeks.
Woohoo!
And well, yes, it's great, and I really need it
All right,
because
so you're looking forward to the holidays.
yes, it has been a hard quarter. How did you say 3 months?
Term. We usually,
Term.
oh yeah, you can say quarter, but we usually use that for business. If you're a teacher, you usually say term, or if you're university or higher level, a semester, but usually term.
Okay, it has been a hard term, so it would be great be on holiday.
Yeah, and do you have any plans for going away anywhere? Are you going to stay at home?
Well, that's just a couple of days. I am going to go to my town with my family for Christmas, and
Oh, wonderful.
we yes we are going to eat together and well a family meeting
A family reunion.
reunion. Yes, yes,
Awesome. So you're going to eat, drink, and be merry with your family. That sounds lovely, Elena.
mm, yes, of
All
course.
right. Nice to see you again and welcome.
Thank you.
Andre, hello.
Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Not bad, thank you.
Excellent. And has anything of interest happened to you lately, or is everything just like Elena, same old, same old?
Uh, yes, personally, yes, it's same old, but economically, it's not so good in Russia.
Economically, what do you mean, Andre?
Uh, maybe you've heard about the exchange rate of the
Oh,
ruble, and so so
okay.
many
So you mean in
things.
general, not you personally, your finances have dropped,
Yeah,
just in general. In your okay.
in general, yeah.
I thought maybe
I
you'd
meant
lost
it.
your wallet or something. But no, that's good. You haven't. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear about it, Andre, but I am glad to hear it's not personal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's hope something gets sorted out so that you can still enjoy. Do you have a holiday over Christmas?
Yeah, we actually have 11 days from
Mhm.
January 1st to January 11th. So
Mhm. All right. So you've got to wait a tiny bit longer than some of the rest of us who have our holidays starting sooner.
because we have Christmas in Russia that is celebrated on January 7th, actually.
Yeah. All right. That is similar to some places in Europe, but I think it's interesting how, yeah, different countries have different traditions. So you guys are going to be still on holiday when we're back to work, and we'll be jealous of you.
Yeah. Quite.
Nice to see you again, Andre. So who else do we
Nice to
have?
see you too.
Simone. Hello.
Oh, hey, how are you doing? Long time no see you.
Yes, I know, actually. I've been very busy with private tutoring, and Verbling classes have been crazy because of Christmas, so I'm here today, and we'll see what happens in the next few weeks.
I'm glad to have you back.
Thank you, Simone. It's nice to be back. I actually do miss doing classes, and I don't see all of you guys, but it seems like you're all doing okay without me, so I'll have to get over it.
Kind of.
Kind of. Oh, that's very nice, Simone. So tell me what's been happening to you lately.
No, actually, same old, working and working a lot, but get prepared for the holidays. And I love Christmas. We stay with my family, eating very good food.
Yes.
And
Getting fat, like Raphael.
Yes, I am already fat, so
So you don't care.
I don't care. I like
this is the
eating,
attitude.
Yeah.
Yes, I absolutely agree. Food is definitely one of the highlights of Christmas for me as well. So.
Absolutely.
All right, well, welcome everybody. We're actually not going to be talking about Christmas yet because I thought it was slightly premature. It's not actually till next week. Today's topic is called 6 basic, I think it's called. Yeah, basic needs that make us tick. There is a file that you should be able to access from the class description. But if you can't, it's okay because you can share it on the screen with me. So what we're just going to do is start reading, and then we're going to chat a little bit about this. So I'm going to get you guys to read approximately 1 paragraph each, depending on the length of the paragraph. And just take your time because this is a good opportunity to practice your reading skills. And then we'll pause so that we can ask about vocab, and if there's anything that we're not really understanding, we can talk about it together. And then at some point we will stop and have a bit of a discussion. So do pay attention to what we're reading so that you can join in the discussion as it comes along. And we've got one student who's just arrived, and I'm going to say hello. So take a look, guys, at that first paragraph, and I'll just say hi to Erin. Hello, Erin.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the class. We've just started to look at the article that we're going to be reading today, so you haven't missed a thing.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome. Okay, so Andre, because you're at the top of the list and a great reader, would you like to start us off with the title and the first paragraph, please?
Yeah, 6 basic needs that make us tick. I've seen it a million times. People can equate their net worth with their self-worth. Their identity is married so deeply to their bank statement and quarterly portfolio reports that they've forgotten that money is simply a vehicle for trying to meet our needs, almost all of which are not financial. We are all familiar with the cliché that money cannot buy happiness, but I am convinced that almost everybody has to learn that lesson the hard way, because let's face it, the idea of having enough money to throw at your problems until they are solved is a seductive impulse.
Thank you, Andre. What a great start. Perfect reading.
Thank you.
And I can see your question there. I actually don't know if this is what speech he gave at TED. It might be. So if you start recognizing what's happening, then you can participate more in the discussion with us.
No, I think it's another one because there is a speech of Tony Robbins at TED, but I think it's not that one. Yeah.
Okay, just because you've brought up TED, if any of you have not actually heard of this, I'm sure you probably have, but they're really excellent for practicing your English because you know that the presenter's going to be talking well because they're giving a presentation. They're also extremely interesting and on so many topics. So if you've never heard of TED Talks, thank you, Andre, for reminding me about that, and have a look at them after class if you have time. Okay, any questions, guys, about vocab in the first paragraph?
Yes, in fact, I don't understand the title.
You don't understand the title? Thank you, Elena. I actually forgot to go over that. Can somebody explain what to make you tick means? Or have a guess?
Make us relax.
Make
Okay.
happy.
All right. So we've got some suggestions. I think Shagufta said to make us relax. Did you, Shagufta?
No, I said make us realized.
Make us realize. Okay. And then we had make us happy from maybe Israel or Mustafa. I'm not sure who that was.
Yeah, I said it's make us the happy.
All right. Those are both very close. Has anyone got any other suggestions? No? All right, let me explain it to you.
Run us, maybe.
Pardon?
Maybe another way to say 6 basic needs that maybe run us. It's
Okay, yes.
We're based on them, so.
That's probably the closest, Andre. That's very close. If you think about this verb to tick, we usually use it when we're talking about a clock. So a clock, when it goes round, it goes tick, tick, tock, or at least that's what it does in English. I have no idea what it does in your languages. And so to tick, to make something tick, is to make it carry on living almost, or to go on, or to move forward, or to keep going, something like that, because it's what keeps a clock alive in a sort of metaphorical way. So these 6 basic needs are something that keep us alive, that keep us going, that are very important to our lives in that sort of way. Okay. Thank you, Elena.
Yes.
All right, so any other questions about the first part?
It's about seductive impulse.
All right,
Yeah,
what
so
is seductive impulse? Anyone know?
When you're seduced to something, maybe you want it really bad.
All right, thank you, Andre. So to be seduced by something is makes you want it a lot. Absolutely. It also has a kind of a sexual connotation. So usually we use seduce or seductive to talk about something that's to do with sex. But yeah, we can use it in different ways. It definitely means something that you want badly. Has anyone else got any other ideas?
I mean to be being impulsive.
Yes. So what does impulsive mean? Can we have a response?
Without thinking, doing something, maybe.
Yep, absolutely right. Yep, an impulse is just to do something without thinking. So a seductive impulse is to do something you really, really, really want to do, or that sounds really great without thinking. Absolutely.
Right.
Okay, next paragraph, I think. Elena, could you continue with "it certainly was," please?
Yes. It certainly was something I constantly thought about as a kid. Growing up, money was always out of reach. It was always a source of stress because there were never enough of it. I remember knocking on the neighbor's door to ask for food for my brother and sister and me.
Keep going, please, Elena.
Yes. Then, on a Thanksgiving Day, when I was 11 years old, something happened that changed my life forever. As usual, there was no food in the house, and my parents were fighting. I heard something knocking at the front door. I opened it a crack and saw a man standing on the steps with grocery bags filled with enough food for a big Thanksgiving dinner. I could hardly believe it.
Thank you, Elena. Also, really lovely reading. All right, let's talk about these 2 paragraphs, guys. Questions?
It's like crack, open door.
Opened it a crack. Great question. Does anyone know what to open the door a crack means?
I guess it's something like slightly open the door.
Absolutely. Yep, a tiny, tiny bit so that you can just see see through it. Absolutely. Kids do this all the time when they want to listen to their parents talking about private
Right.
issues.
Yes, it is.
Okay, anything else?
So we can knock at the door or knock on the door is the same, yeah?
Yep, correct. Yep.
It's out of reach. My name is always out of reach.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this one.
Okay,
Something
any...
impossible.
Sorry?
Something that you can't reach is like impossible.
Yes, exactly. It's something that you do not have. It's impossible. It's if you reach for something, it's like you stretch out your arm. If it's out of reach, you can't actually get it because the thing is too far away for your arm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the idea, that money is not near you, not close by, and you don't have enough of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, great, guys. Was there another question there? Oh, okay, we're just going to keep reading a little bit more before we start talking about this. So I'll ask Erin to read fast forwards, please.
Sure. Fast forward several years to when I was 17. I saved my money from working nights as a janitor, I don't know what is it, and went out on Thanksgiving and feed two families. It was one of the most moving experiences of my life. I learned the joy of giving, and to this day, I consider contribution to be one of the 6 most important things every person needs.
Thank you, Erin. We're going to stop because this is sort of one of the key things of this article. So, any questions?
Yes, janitor. Janitor.
A janitor. What is a janitor?
Someone who do cleaning is some relating to.
Yep. A janitor is basically just a cleaner. It's the US word for a cleaner. So in the UK, we just call them cleaners. But basically, it's like the lowest type of a job, right? You just go around washing floors or sweeping or something. So it's not a very fun job, but it still earns you some money. Any other questions? No? Okay, I'm just going to ask for a volunteer just to quickly tell us all in your own words, what have we read so far? What is this guy writing about?
He's saying like something that can really make us tick is not money, is like to be generous and to contribute to society and help poor people.
Absolutely perfect. Thank you, Shagufta. What example of this does he give to illustrate his point? Somebody else?
Actually, when he was a child, someone gave them some bags of food. Actually, on a Thanksgiving Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the extra story of this one because I've seen several of his videos, and he explained that his father didn't want to get these bags of food, but eventually they were able to get, and later on he became a man who support or have a how do you call it? Have a fund.
Yeah.
That support many families, and they help many families in United States on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Andrew, for that extra background information. So I think you mean his father didn't want to accept. He didn't want to accept the food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he was very proud, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. You can understand that, but obviously it had a big impact on Tony, who was only 11 at the time. All right, so let's carry on reading a little bit more, and we're going to see what he thinks a little bit about these 6 things. So last paragraph, we'll go to Mustafa. Whatever, please, Mustafa.
Sure. Whatever motion you are after, whatever vehicle you pursue, building a business, getting married, raising a family, traveling to work, whatever you think your nirvana is, there are 6 basic universal needs that make us tick and drive all human behavior. Combined, they are the force behind the crazy things other people do and the great things we do. We all have the same 6 needs, but how we value those needs and in what order determines the direction of our life.
Again, that was stunning reading. Thank you, Mustafa. Just one word. This word here is actually determines.
Determines.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well done. Okay, questions about this last little bit?
Think your nirvana. What does it mean by whatever you think your nirvana is?
Okay, nirvana. What is nirvana? Apart from the band.
Very pleasurable state.
Yes, okay, a very pleasurable state. Any other comments?
Yes. It is a Buddhist term from Buddhism. Yeah, it's a state without any desire, so you are in peace, in absolutely peace.
Thank you, Elena. That was great. Somebody else wanted to say something, I think.
I think the point of the happiness in the terms of the Buddhist religion.
Yep.
I think.
Okay, thank you, all of you. Yeah, I think this is like a topic for another 3 classes, actually, because it's not so easy to define. But yes, it's sort of like the Buddhist version of what it's like to be in paradise, perfection, heaven, something like that. But you might need to look that up. In this case, obviously, it's referring to the idea of kind of heaven on earth, I guess.
Right.
So, but take that with a pinch of salt, because yes, I think it's a lot deeper than that. And if you want to find out more, look up Buddhism and Nirvana. Okay, any other questions? Nope. All right, so he reckons we have 6 needs. We're going to read them, and we're going to decide whether we think he's right or wrong, and what we think of these needs, and whether we think that there's something that play a role in our own lives as well. So let's go for Raphael with need number 1, please.
Certainty, comfort. The first human need is the need for certainty. It's our need to feel in control and to know what's coming next, so we can feel secure. It's the need for basic comfort, the need to avoid pain and stress, and also to create pleasure. Our need for certainty is a survival mechanism. It affects how much risk we're willing to take in life, in our jobs, in our investments, and in our relationships. The higher the need for certainty, the less risk we'll be willing to take or emotionally bear. By the way, this is where your real risk tolerance comes from.
Okay, thanks, Raphael. That was beautifully read. Just this word here is usually pronounced with the intonation on the cum, so it's comfort.
Comfort.
Yeah. Okay, questions, firstly?
No.
No questions. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to ask Tamer, who we haven't heard from a little while. He's probably on Instagram. No, I hope not. Tamer, what do you think of this need number 1? Do you agree with Tony?
Actually, I was not listening. Sorry.
He was on Instagram. Okay, leave the class, please.
No, not Instagram. I swear.
All right, no worries. We'll come back to you. I'm going to ask Simone instead.
Okay.
Are you there,
Yes,
Simone?
I totally agree with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
Yes, I agree with him. I think everybody needs this feeling like but I also think you have to get out of our comfort to start bigger things, or at least some sort of different happiness.
All right. So, Simone, your connection's wavering a little bit. So, can I just check what you said there? I think you agreed with Tony, and you said that yes, we definitely need comfort, but we also do need to get out of our comfort zone. Is that what you said, roughly?
Yes.
Oh no! Are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, but it's a little bit wobbly. All right, don't worry, just stay with it. It might improve. You were fine earlier, so maybe just having a moment of stress. So just don't worry, Simone. We'll come back to you as well, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go to Shagufta. What do you think at this point?
As you said, like, it's important to have certainty of comfort in life, but if you just don't get out of your comfort zone, you never experience new things, and you will never expand your horizons. So it's important to get out of your comfort zone to experience new things.
Beautifully said. Thank you, Shagufta. Absolutely right. Yep. I have to agree with you completely and perfectly described. Thank you. Who am I going to ask now? I'm going to ask Erin. Erin, what are the types of things that make you feel comforted or give you a feel of certainty in your life? What is it that gives you that feeling?
Well, as a normal human, I think so. Her a personal life, a stable personal life. I think it's really, really important. When you have a personal life stable, you are certain of your future. The other thing is have a job and earn some money. This other thing where you are certain in your life.
Yep.
This is a repetitive and common things, I think so, for all humanity. But sometimes I think these things make us fall on sign on stop doing other things to grow on only for conserve these certain things.
Okay, so you're saying that sometimes maybe we overdo it a bit with the certainty and comfort.
Yeah, we enter in a comfort zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's interesting that you guys have all brought that up, because we're now going to read need number 2, which is actually the complete opposite. And you guys, I know you already agree with this. So, Shagufta, could you read number 2 for us, please? Are you there, Shagufta? She's disappeared. All right, Simone, let's try you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Oh.
Okay, let's try it. So, need to. Okay.
We're having a moment of connection problems, I think, guys. Just a sec, Simone. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can you guys all hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay.
All right, sorry.
Yes.
Not for you.
Okay, so it's not my issue, that's a relief. Okay, sorry, Simone, your connection seems to be still a bit dodgy, so if you don't mind, I'm going to ask Tamer to read just so that we can all hear. We'll hope it improves before the end of the lesson.
Need 2. Uncertainty / variety. Let me ask you a question. Do you like surprises? If you answered yes, you are kidding yourself. You like the surprises you want. The ones you don't want, you call problems. But you still need them to put some muscle in your life. You can't grow muscles or character unless you have something to push back against.
Thank you, Tamer. Really lovely reading. All right, I'll come back to you two lovely girls who've had the connection problem. Don't worry. I'm going to ask Elena, what do you think of need 2?
Sorry? What did you?
What's your-
What?
I'm just asking really what your response is to need number 2.
Well, I agree, of course. Because well, as he says, we need comfort and certainty. But if we just have that, life is going to be very very boring. So yes, and even when we have problems, well, sometimes that's awful, but sometimes afterwards we could look back and think, well, it was funny, or it was great, or that made me grow muscle, as the author said.
Grow metaphorical muscle.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you, Helena. Let's see what Andre has to say about this one.
I think the life would be boring if we didn't have any variety, because you know, you have the same things every day. I think I don't know. I would give up after one week, maybe.
1 week, yeah, I know what you mean. It would be boring. Are you good at dealing with surprises, Andre?
I think everybody likes surprises.
Okay, interesting point. Maybe the author's right. If they're good ones, then yes.
Of course, he's kidding that you like the surprises you want, but it's just humor. But I think we all like something new, something we are not waiting for.
Yeah, or not expecting.
Expecting, yeah.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Let's see if we can. Are you there, Shagufta? Are you back?
I'm here. Yep.
Excellent. Okay, so I'll get you to read need number 3, please. Can you see it, Shagufta?
Yeah. Should I read it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Need 3, significance. We all need to feel important, special, unique, or needed. So how do some of us get significance? You can get it by earning billions of dollars or collecting academic degrees, distinguish yourself with a master's or a PhD. You can build a giant Twitter following, or you can go on The Bachelor or become the next Real Housewife of Orange County. So do it by putting tattoos and piercings all over themselves and in places we don't want to know about. You can get significance by having more or bigger problems than anybody else. You think your husband is a dirt bag? Take mine for a day. Of course, you can also get it by being more spiritual or pretending to be. Spending a lot of money can make you feel significant, and so can spending very little. We all have people who constantly brag about their bargains or who feel special because they heat their homes with cow manure,
Yeah.
manure and sunlight. Some very wealthy people gain significance by hiding their wealth, like the late Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart and for a time the richest man in America, who drove around Bentonville, Arkansas, in his old pickup, demonstrating he didn't need a Bentley, but of course he did have his own private fleet of jets standing by. Significance is also a money-maker. Was where my dear friend Steve Van has made his fortune. The man who made Las Vegas what it today knows people will pay for anything they believe is the best, anything that makes them feel special, unique, or important, anything that makes them stand out from the crowd. He provides the most exclusive, luxurious experience imaginable in his casinos and hotels. They are truly magnificent and unmatched in the world.
Thank you, Shagufta. I know that was a bit of a long one, but you did really well. And
Thank
just
you.
a couple of words. You really read that beautifully. I'm going to try and find this one. Manure. Cow manure.
Yep, cow manure.
The other one is this. There's a state in the USA, and I believe that it's pronounced Arkansas, but I am not 100% sure about that. You will have to ask an American. Okay?
Right.
Okay. So, any questions from any of you about the words or what this need 3 was talking about?
And what is cow manure?
Okay, does anyone want to explain what cow manure is?
Fertilizing.
Yes, it is literally cow poo, Andre. But the polite
okay.
way of talking about it is fertilizer, okay?
Sorry for the question.
No problem. Any other questions?
So when you say who feels special because they heat their homes with fertilizer and satellite?
Yes, what's it saying, basically?
Yeah, it's a bit confusing. I didn't get it.
You didn't get it. Did anyone get it?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, Simone. Hello, welcome back.
He's saying that this guy is worried about the environment.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're heating your house with cow manure and sunlight, it means that you're very environmentally friendly. So you're special in that way, Shagufta.
Right. Okay.
Any other questions?
What is brag? Brag about bargains.
Brag. Good question. What does it mean to brag?
It's boast.
To show off.
Yep. To boast
Okay.
or to show off, exactly. It's verbally showing off if you want to be very specific. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so let's ask Tamer. Tamer, were you listening to this one? Poor Tamer. No, he's not there. All right, Raphael, what do you think of this? Do you think significance is a good point? Is it significant? Haha.
Yes and no. It depends on the person. I don't know. Some people like to show off. They like to feel desired, or they like to feel. They like to be on the spotlight every 24/7. And in my opinion, well, at least for me, I can say by myself, at least it's not such a big thing. How can I say? I don't like to show off. I don't like to show my earnings and just to gain attention. But it's just my personal opinion.
Okay, I think this one is slightly more controversial, so I am interested in your feedback from guys. So that's Raphael's point of view. I want to hear, I just want to check if Tamer's with us again. Are you there, Tamer? I think some of you are having the odd little connection problem, which is a shame today. All right, let's see. What Shagufta, I know that you read this one, but I think you followed it as you went along. What do you think about it? Is this true?
Like as they said, like it depends person to person. Some people really want to be needed and want to be felt special, but some people really don't care about significance and to feel important. But if I talk about myself, I really like to be needed and to be like to look special, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
I think that's very honest of you, Shagufta.
yeah, and I think if you do PhD or you do some degrees or you have money or all this, it will make you different from others.
Mm-hmm.
If not a lot, somehow it will make.
Yeah, I think so. I think what he's really trying to say is that maybe it's not so much showing off as just feeling like you are in some way maybe different from other people or valuable in a particular way. I don't know. Simone, what do you think?
I think everybody needs to be special or to feel like we are special, sociable. So the point is, what you are to feel special. Some people do really different things that, in my point of view, is not important. You can get unique, like doing good things, like helping people, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to feel like I am different, I am unique, but in a good way, you know?
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's a nice addition. Thank you for that. Okay, let's see whether Tamer's. I know you're struggling a bit, Tamer. Are you there? Are you able to talk to us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yay! All right, Tamer. I was going to ask you, please, to read need number 4.
Okay. Need 4, love and connection. The fourth basic need is love and connection. Love is the oxygen of life. It's what we all want and need most. When you love completely, we feel alive. But when we lose love, the pain is so great that most people settle on connection, the crumbs of love. You can get that sense of connection or love through intimacy or friendship or prayer or walking in nature. If nothing else works, you can get a dog.
Keep going.
These first 4 needs are what I call the needs of the personality. We all find ways to meet these, whether by working harder, coming up with big problem, or creating stories to rationalize them. The last 2 are the needs of the spirit. These are more rare. Not everyone meets these. When these needs are met, we truly feel fulfilled.
Thank you, Tamer. That was beautiful reading. Does anyone have any questions?
These first 4 needs, I mean, is it talking about the previous one we read? Like,
yes, it is. It's talking about 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
And there's 2 more that you can see. They're growth and contribution. And what I would like to do actually is assign growth to Andre. Andre, I just want you to read that yourself and in a moment tell us what it's talking about in your own words. And Elena, if you wouldn't mind doing number 6 for us, the same thing. Just read it in your head and come back to us in a moment and see if you can just give us a sum up. Would you mind doing that, you two?
Sure, but I think I need to open it in my own
Oh,
window, right?
window. Yep. Have you got the file?
Could you please post it on, or maybe just the text, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you the text in the chat box because I think a file might take a while, and I'll do the same for you, Elena. So
Okay.
I'll post that into the chat box for you. This is a bit longer, but don't feel like you have to do the whole thing. I just want the real sort of basic point, okay? Just skim over it. And the rest of us, we're going to look at love and connection for a few minutes while they're reading. So let's ask Simone. Simone, what do you think about this love and connection? I think he brings up a few little humorous things like, if nothing else works, get a dog. What do you think about what he says in this paragraph?
When you have a pet, sometimes you think, okay, I don't need another human being because I've got a cat and he loves me and I love it. So
yeah,
the important thing is love. Doesn't matter if I love another person, if I love my cat, my dog. I think the thing is that us human beings, we don't lose this feeling, you know, because love is absolutely essential.
Absolutely. Thank you, Simone. Raphael, what do you think about this love and connection issue?
What can I say about love? Love? No, it's not a.
Would you like to recite a poem? No?
No. Well, yes, love. Well, love is one of the most important feelings people have. People or people share. So something you develop throughout your life, and I don't know. I can spend hours and hours talking about love, but it's not the right moment.
No worries, Raphael. It's a very difficult. I know it could be the source of the next 10 classes I do. All right, we're going to go to Andre. Andre, can you quickly sum up what this growth one is about, please?
It's not actually hard because he's explaining that we all need to grow in some field. For example, if it's a career, for example, you start with very simple positions, for example, assistants, and grow your way up to the, for example, to the manager, and so on. Because without growing, we are not fulfilling. You know, we always need something ahead of us to achieve something ahead of us. So
the next step, so to speak.
Yeah, the next step. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Andre. And Elena, can you tell us about the very last one? Did you have time to skim over that?
More or less, not completely, but well. And its sixth contribution. The author said at the beginning of the test that he had found happiness in giving those bags to the neighbors. So here he returns to that idea. The secret to living is giving. So, well, he says that money can buy some of the things he has been talking about, but yeah, not at all, and not just in an external way, but not in an internal way. So we have to share things with other people, and well, that kind of thoughts.
Thank
I
you,
don't know.
Elena. I know that was very tricky because it was long, but you've really given the essence of it. So I think giving and growth are those two that he mentions that not everybody manages to fulfill because they're not necessarily things that you can work towards. I don't know about that. I think maybe you can work towards growth and giving. Thank you all for your contributions today. It's been very interesting, and you've read amazingly well. Hardly any corrections to make. I'm going to have to say goodbye. It's the end of the lesson, so I'll let you go to your next session if you've got one. Other than that, if I don't see you before, have a really lovely holiday, a happy Christmas, and a happy New Year. So take care, guys, and see you later.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank
Happy Christmas.
Bye.
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 Take care, Amy.